So currently we are, the whole world is facing this pandemic and it is very uncertain. So let's say adversity is something which, this is an adversity for the whole world. And this kind of adversity is basically something which is like a forced adversity, but I'll come to that later. How is it applicable? So, I'm sure you have heard the number of suicide cases that are happening all across the world in different age groups and different industries. And, domestic violence has increased a lot. Because of low adversity, meaning that why are we having these suicides? Let's think about it this way. So somebody who thought of a career and now is very uncertain whether that career is now going to take off or not, whether I'm going to get into a certain college or not. My father took a loan just 2 days ago. There was this case where the father had taken a lot of loan, and there was absolutely no jobs available. Pay the loan back and get into a proper job and make ends meet, and the boy just committed suicide. Now, also there are these actors who are going through all these problems. Also, there are companies shutting down. These are all adverse situations. And the power to innovate, or the power to have control over these emotions, over these anxieties, over these fears, is something that is derived from adversity quotient. So a person with a low adversity quotient will probably and is cracking up in these situations. Now, your second question was how many kinds of adversities are there? Well, adversities can be many, many kinds. Like I said, social, financial, emotional, physical, all those kind of things. But to put it technically, there are two kinds of adversities. One is a forced adversity, and the other is an inflicted adversity. And very interestingly, both of them have a very, very different approach, or a different perspective. So let's talk about forced adversity. What we are facing currently is a forced adversity, meaning there is no contribution of the human beings involved all over the world, whereas they still have to go through the problems that this pandemic has caused or will be causing in the near future. So any kind of natural disaster, any accident that occurs even on the road, is something which is like a forced adversity. Let's take a corporate scenario. If you are working in a corporate world, and because of your subordinate or your colleague or your bosses, some kind of problems were created where you were just caught in it. You didn't do anything to initiate it. That is a forced adversity. The other one is self-inflicted adversity, which is a mix of good and bad. I'll explain both. A bad adversity, of course, we know that if you have a certain amount of alcohol, you're going to be meeting with an accident if you're driving, and that is self-inflicted adversity. Or you're on drugs, or those are extreme examples. But even if let's take domestic violence situation, wherein you have it's a combination of forced and inflicted both, because one is forced on you where you are the victim, but the second is you're also taking it and facilitating the other person to create adversity for you. So that is uninflicted adversity. Let's come to the part where self-inflicted adversity is considered good. This is a little, different perspective for people to understand, because I'm sure they didn't look at it this way. That let's take a person who's going to the gym, and nobody has told him to go to the gym. He's just a normal, healthy person, and still he wants to go and make himself healthier. So the physical adversity that he inflicts on himself or herself is going through the strenuous training program. So one day he's picking up only starting from 2.5 kgs, then going up to 5, 10, 15, 18, 20, whichever it may, however higher he wants to go. So that is one self-inflicted adversity. Another self-inflicted adversity is, for example, everything is going good for you. a place where you are in life where everything is going good for you, but you still want to challenge yourself and do something different than what you've been doing till now. That is coming out of your comfort zone. That is really putting yourself into a place where you have to work harder, think out of the box, innovate. Not because there is something happening outside in the world, or not because you're facing a financial crisis and you're forced to think, but just because you're a person who wants to challenge himself or herself. That kind of adversity, normally, almost in 99% of the people, it comes out to be beneficial. It comes out to be, it increases a lot of self-confidence. So that kind of self-inflicted adversity can be actually good for you. So I hope I have answered your question.